A typical Japanese programmer working on a typical Japanese game leaves, typically late, and walks out into the road, typically not looking, and cue Truck-kun. Oh, Truck-kun, you're so silly. And cue Isekai. A young man who has just died in an accident was reborn in another world as a baby. Wow. Isekai shocker. He is picked up by the patriot hero Merlin Wolford and was given the name Shin. He was raised as a grandson by Merlin and soaked up Merlin's teachings, earning him some shocking powers. However, when he became 15, his grandfather Merlin said, "I forgot to teach him common sense." Since Shin was raised in the forest and didn't have much contact with the outside world, he didn't even know how to do simple things like shopping in the town and mingling with other kids his age. Also, with being so isolated, the only contacts he had was his grandmother and grandfather, and a few allies, Michael, who turns out to be the captain of the guard, his uncle, which he finds out is actually the king of the country, and his older brother and older sister, which also turned out to be the top 2 adventurers in the whole of the country. Having no preconceived notions about magic, Shin actually starts to learn different techniques than his grandfather Merlin has taught him. Instead of doing verbal commands, he does it silently. He takes other forms of magic that he's seen in games and converts it to his own whim. When he does start in school, he makes himself a bunch of interesting friends and even finds himself a girlfriend. In some ways, it's just like a typical isekai program where, yes, the main character is overpowered. Yes, everybody else knows it, but he doesn't. But unlike other isekai shows, this one is not a harem show. He does get a girlfriend/fiancé, but all the other girls around him aren't treating the main girl as their rival or "I'm going to steal that guy away from him" type thing. Okay, the show is a typical isekai show with the typical isekai tropes, but one thing it does do right is it does have a very good story going with it. It's also something that keeps me smiling every time I watch it, even though it is stupid at sometimes. But I think after a while you'll enjoy it too, and I think it is worth a watch, at least for this season. It is put out by Studio Silverlink, and it is based on a light novel series. There are also manga series that started publishing in 2015, and it was actually last updated on May the 6th. It is almost or at just beyond where the current anime is, but that'll catch up probably in the next episode or 2. This review is brought to you by Truck-kun, isekai your favorite characters since April of 2015. Thanks, Truck-kun.